Tasra Dawson, and we're coming to you live from Helene's Custom Framing and Scrapbooking in Santa Rosa, California. So Helene, tell me a little bit about your store. Tell me what makes your store different.
Well, I think what makes my store different is that I have two grown children, and while they were growing up, we didn't take a lot of photos. It just wasn't the thing that was done. When I had the opportunity to open up my own store, and I have young grandchildren, I thought what a great opportunity to give them their history. You always think that you're going to remember everything in your life, and you just don't. And so I scrapbook all the good things that happen to them, all the bad things that happen to them, and it is so rewarding. My family loves what I do, and Tasra has talked in her book a lot about how rewarding this is and not to feel guilty about doing it. And so one of the things that I do here is I try and get my customers to understand that it is really, really important for them to keep their memories.
So tell me a little bit about the lessons that you've learned from scrapbooking.
You will be very happy once you get organized. You'll just do a big sigh of relief that you have now organized your pictures. And when you get on to the next stage of putting them in a book, then you will be very relieved.
That is a great thing that you're talking about steps. So we can start with getting our photos organized, and then the next step can be to get them in an album, and then our next step can be to add the journaling and the stories. And you're right that a lot of times we don't know. When I created an album for my grandmother's 90th birthday, I just put the photos in, and then I left a journaling block, which you can either get pre-made or you can make, and then everyone filled in their own stories. Because, you know, sometimes we just don't remember, like you said, especially the older we get.
Yeah.
And so if we can have other people help us with those stories, everybody remembers something, because it all impacts us differently.
Right, and the photo really helps people remember.
Absolutely, definitely.
When I worked in Southern California, I had a movie star come to the store, and he said, I'm so nervous, I'm so nervous. And I said, what are you nervous about? And he said, I don't want to make any mistakes. And I said, you know, there's no mistakes, it's just you want to get a feeling.
It's so true that sometimes people are really just frozen because of their fear of making a mistake. And that's why I have a whole chapter about mistakes and how mistakes can actually move us forward. And there really are no mistakes in scrapbooking, like you said. There's just room for embellishing. I mean, is there really a right or wrong way to scrapbook?
No, I don't think there is, and I think it's just a journey. And you will feel so good about yourself when you get something done.
I know I get a lot of questions about people saying it's not easy, and I don't know where to start, and I don't know what to do, and there's so many choices and too many supplies, and it's all overwhelming. And so you run a store and you have a lot of supplies and a lot of the things that people can see. So how can you, or how do you, make it easy for someone who's just coming in and maybe overwhelmed by what they see?
When customers do come in and they are fretting over, oh, I have this layout and I have it on my table and I keep moving it every couple of days, and I go, you know, take this book. This is my copy of the book. I have a lot of things starred in it because it is just so important. You know, if they don't like their double chin, there's spots in your book that tell them it's more important that you're in the book than worrying about, because you're in generations to come, they're not going to worry about your double chin. They're going to be more happy that you just did it. And that's the one thing I love about this book, is that it just keeps you going and tells you to just do it.
So thanks for joining us today. This has been Real Women Scrap TV, coming to you live from Helene's Custom Framing and Scrapbooking. We just want to say a special thank you for allowing us to film in your store.
Thank you very much.
And we've had such a great time. We hope that you've learned a little bit, and we look forward to coming back to you next week. This is Tasra Dawson from Real Women. Don't put that in the outtakes. So this is Tasra Dawson from Real Women Scrap TV. Keep it simple, find your focus. Do I say something else?